Hey, Bryan Schmidt over at Cross Country Mortgage here. Just wanted to reach out and share some information with you about a common question that we get, which is how much can I be approved for? It's kind of a loaded question. I think a lot of the times when somebody asks me that, they're trying to understand like what kind of a purchase price can I be approved for? And what I want you to understand is in the mortgage world, your approval is based on your maximum monthly payment. So the monthly payment is what you're approved for, not the purchase price. So in our market, you could find a home for $200,000 that has real estate taxes of maybe $5,000 or $6,000 a year. You can also find a home for $200,000 that has $10,000 a year in real estate taxes, which would drastically change the monthly payment. So what I want you to understand is the maximum monthly payment is not necessarily the best thing for any household, but most families don't really ever talk about this in detail with their mortgage banker. So I wanted to bring to light the fact that first, you're approved for a monthly payment, not a purchase price. And then second, we have to understand what your financial reality looks like so we can give you good advice so we know that we're not going to help you put yourself in a bad spot. So how do we do that? Well, first, we're going to understand what your income calculation looks like. And in the mortgage world, we look for your gross pre-tax monthly income. There's a few different ways that we can calculate that income. So it's not as simple as, hey, how much do you earn per hour or what is your salary per year? So we'll help you understand what that max monthly payment looks like based on what your income calculation looks like. Once we determine what your maximum payment range looks like, the more important factor that we have to determine is what are you comfortable with? Just because you could be approved for, $2,000 a month payment does not mean that that's what you want. You might want a $1,500 a month payment, and that is absolutely fine. I want to help you understand how that fits within your financial reality and if that $1,500 makes sense for you. What a lot of families don't really understand is if that $1,500 fits them currently and for the future. So how do we help you with that? We'll sit down with you and we'll help you put together a personal budget. We'll look at what you currently pay for rent and utilities and car payment and insurance and anything else, maybe daycare that you're responsible for, and how a mortgage would fit into that and what you would need to do to be able to qualify for that. So the debt ratios are super important. That's your gross pre-tax monthly income and your monthly payments that show up on your credit report plus the new mortgage. So the new mortgage plus credit card, or not credit card, but the monthly debt payments that show up on your credit report divided by your income gives us that debt ratio. When we sit down and review your budget, it will help you understand whether or not this payment fits your income and what your financial reality looks like or not. One of the things that most people don't really ever talk about is the fact that you can probably be approved for more of a mortgage than what you want. So I want to make sure that it fits you, it's appropriate, that it's going to last and be a comfortable situation for you and your family, and that ultimately we're increasing your quality of life, not decreasing your quality of life. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to sit down with you and prepare a personal budget with you to help you understand what your financial boundary looks like and determine what a comfortable payment range would be based on what your financial picture looks like today. Give us a shout. The direct number is 847-603-4778.